Alright, so we're back, and in the last episode, let me just check if everything is still as we left it here. Yeah, so we sent out basically a plane to just go and do some reconnaissance at the next island, and I've had a thought, because we also realized that the IR missiles aren't going to last forever. We still have plenty, but we don't have any way of producing them right now. How many our units still needs to get back on? Let's just have a look. 2 more. So, anyway, we can't produce any more IR missiles. Why do I not have countermeasures on one of my Razorbills? I'm not sure why. So, I've had a thought, and I know that I've said in the past that I think sending these Razorbills to fight against ground units using the cannons is probably suicide. Because, well, they're stationary, but I had another thought about that. Maybe it isn't if you just send them to take out one unit at a time. So if you're just sort of cleaning up, I don't need to do that at a distance. And the great thing is we have a ton of this ammunition. So this is a perfect solution if we don't want to use too many of the IR missiles. And I do want to try this. So it's going to be another little experiment using the weapons. But I just want to see how this actually works. So we have some of the Razorbills that are just kind of cleaning up using these cannons. We'll have some of them equipped with IR missiles. We just need to remember 3 and 4 are the cannon ones, and then 5 and 6 will be using missiles. Yeah, so we're going to try that on this next island. Still waiting for one more walrus to get back on. And again, need to remember to be careful here when we head out. I don't think there's anything else here. We can switch off the weapons for now. So, last one's making its way on. I think the barge is almost here, but we almost need to get going. What's on the barge right now? I can't see on this screen. Just have a look. It's got 14 cruise missiles, presumably, because that's what we've been manufacturing. But we need to get going so it can follow us, since we have the last amphibious vehicle on. It doesn't need to maintain heading. We need to get into reverse here, and then we need to basically follow that Razorbill. So we'll just make a bit of a turn. That should be enough for us to get out of reverse. And just need to watch the sonar here to make sure that we're not getting too close to the edge. I haven't unlocked any of the basically the AWACS plane yet, and I'd love to see how that works as well. But that'll probably still be a little while, because well, let's just see. I think we're clear here. Just want to be careful not to beach it, but okay, so we should be getting aircraft chassis right after this island, but for now we're getting the turrets, and that's really important. So this is going to be a 2-shield island again. This should be a little bit harder than what you've seen in the previous 2 episodes. Need to reposition a little bit, because I think we're clear of the island now. Yeah, we're well clear of it. And try to roughly fly in the same direction as that Razorbill. Not Razorbill, Albatross actually. Okay. We've got a little bit of a travel ahead here. I guess this barge is going to keep following us. One second, I want to see if this actually makes sense, because if we still have cruise missiles, we still have 13. That should be plenty for this island. It makes more sense. You may hear some thunder in the background, by the way. It makes more sense for this barge to... Oh, it's actually unloading as it's following us. It's almost unloaded everything already. I think what this should do... Did we put in an order for this fuel? So we're producing how much still? Using about 50 or something like that. Let me just see if we've got an order for the fuel. It should be right at the bottom. We do not. Okay, so get 50 fuel. And then I can send this back to go and pick up more first. So head over there, then head over here, then get back to the carrier. Oh no, it's still trying to get to the carrier first. I don't want it to do that. I want it to cancel that order. Why does it not want to do that? Come on. Maybe I need to get a little bit closer. Yeah, that's the problem. So go straight over there. No. Sometimes you just need to zoom in a little bit to get all of this to work. Okay, has the Albatross reached its destination yet, so that we can start having a look here? It's going to take a while for us to get over there, but this is getting close at least. We seem to be more or less on the right course for now, so let's start scouting this island. And it's perfect at nighttime. That should make it easier for us to spot stuff. Okay, so quite a few units already. Did I get all three? Yes, I did. We do have air units here as well. That one's about to take off. These are probably going to try and take out this unit. I do want to make sure I know what these are. I mean, I can see from this distance that it's a Razorbill, but just for reference later as well. There's a lot of units here. So my plan of using the guns, the Razorbills, I don't think I'll be able to start with that. I'll need to clean up a bit, then clean up using the Razorbills, and then probably clean up using the ground units. Or maybe some combination of using the ground units and the Razorbills at the same time. What's more important for me is to see if there are any ships that I need to worry about. Because as I've said before, once you start heading to the 2-star islands, or 2 shield islands, that's a possibility. And getting caught unaware by one of them could be a big problem. Does this have any turrets? Not that I can see. I'm not sure where the turrets would usually be based either, so I may want to have another look at this in the daytime. And I'm assuming those units are just too far away for me to target them right now. These are already targeted, yeah. Alright, let's see how we're getting on with the carrier. Still got a long way to go here. Maybe you want to adjust the heading just a little bit. Because I don't want to get too... Oh, actually, I could get close to this island. Doesn't matter, it's mine. But I think we're off course anyway. Big waves here. So yeah, this is going to take a little while to get there. So I'll probably put a break in the video here and come back when we're closer to the island. So I just came down to have a look at the Razorbill with the guns. Looks pretty cool. This is a long way to go because we're going against the current here, so the ship's not particularly fast right now. Yeah, this looks really cool. I'm so curious to know how effective this is going to be. I would think with 2 guns it should be pretty good. Like I said, it may end up being sitting duck as well, because it's a helicopter. We'll have to see. I definitely don't want to send it into groups of enemies. I want to try and pick them off a bit. I'm going to take a little bit of a stroll here towards the edge of the carrier, because I never really get to do this. Usually there's too much going on, but as I said, we're against the current here, and it's taking us a little while to get here, and we have a pretty good sunrise going on. So you can see the anti-air cannons here, or missiles rather as well. 4 on each of these units. And it takes a little while to reload if you fire all of them. Alright, so we're back on the bridge and we're approaching the island now. Now the one problem that we do have is because we've been going against the current and we've been going so slowly, it's taken us a while to get here, and that means that this Albatross doesn't have as much fuel, even with the additional fuel tanks, as it ordinarily would have. You can sort of see the units around here on the island, and we have a helicopter, I don't know, chasing us around as well. Do you think we'd be able to get a couple of cruise missiles off before we have to bring that plane back in? So we will probably do that. But let's just have a look here. Okay, so we're getting close. I want to see how close we are on this map. Probably move in a little bit still. Let's have a look through the viewing scope. Oh, did I switch off the radar? Yes, I did. I didn't really need to do that. I think there's enough power to sort of go full power on the engine and still use the radar. But it's okay either way. We have a lot of units over there. Should I try to take a shot at them? I don't remember exactly what the range is of a gun. We're about to find out. Oh, but my weapons are not active. Maybe close enough that I can start switching those on again. I think so. So we'll switch them on. This will slow us down a fair amount. But we'll still move in a little bit closer. And since we haven't used the gun in a while, let's use it. Did we get any hits on that? We did do some damage, but not enough apparently. Do another shot. We're getting a bit too close. Need to back up here. And we can also see the anti-air locking, so we'll stop right here. That should be close enough. Fire off a couple of these missiles we were just looking at earlier. And we should probably go over to the Albatross as well. And I always talk about how we shouldn't waste this ammo, but it just seems like when they're in this position, it's too tempting to not use it. So I am going to use it. Oh, that was good. That was definitely worth it. 5 units. Alright. Okay, I can hear the Razorbill firing at us, but I think it's probably been taken out then. Don't know what that little cloud of smoke is for. Do we have any damage? Doesn't look like it. Okay, let's go have a look here. How much fuel? 32%. That's not a whole lot. I think we can do like 1 cruise missile. Then we probably need to bring this back in just so that we're not cutting this too close. Okay, we have those 2 on the beach. Is that on the other side? Yes, it is. So it might be easier to take them out from here. Although it'll be faster to just take some of these guys out instead. Is that an aircraft? Yes, it is. Could also be worth taking that out, because I may not want to deal with it. Oh no, it's just taken off. So the cruise missile's not going to work for that now. Let's find a different target instead. Let's see it coming. We're going to go and blow up these. The back of the island. We're a bit too far apart. Now I keep changing my mind. Are these guys actually on the beach? Yes, they are. That's one of the bigger walrus units. This should be worth taking out. So we're just gonna keep it locked on him. There we go. It's another 2 taken out. Okay, so let's get 2 Razorbills up in the air before we bring this in. Oh, I can see this Razorbill firing at us. We need to get rid of it. It should be a lot easier to take out a Razorbill with anti-air missiles. I can just get eyes on it. Okay, one seems to have missed. That one definitely connected. It's gone. Perfect. Alright. Now what we're gonna do is we'll send out one Razorbill that has the rockets on it. Over there. And we'll send out another one of the guns. This will be an interesting little experiment. I think we've done enough cleanup here that it should be a little bit easier now as well. And then as soon as I see the second one going up, we'll bring the Albatross back in. Sometimes I don't want to do it too soon because I don't know at what point it cancels the unit that's coming up. And I want to make sure both of those get to take off before. We will be like right on the edge of the fuel limit there by the time it gets back, most likely. But it's okay, it's more important that we get these others out right now. What is this? The flare launcher. I don't really use that. We don't need the torpedoes right now. Still haven't really figured out what these countermeasures are for. I mean, I haven't used them since we've started this playthrough anyway. Let's get that one Razorbill targeting something to start with. So, we can maybe fire a missile at that unit. There we go. So that's one missile away. And then we can just do another one at the unit. I think we're shooting at this one right now. I just want to make sure we don't hit the same one twice in this case. Okay, perfect. Because this is also the perfect job for the second Razorbill to go and clean up. Okay, it's time. We need to bring this unit back in. What are we on? 22%. Yeah, we can't stretch this any longer. But this second Razorbill... Oh, it's actually taken out one of those units. So let's get this to engage that unit using guns. Hopefully using both of the guns at the same time. Don't know what else would make sense in this case. That's coming back. By the way, I think that we can get some of these units out already. And we're gonna go on board here, see how this works. This is either gonna work or this unit's gonna get taken out completely. I don't know. Okay. I'm pretty sure he has not fired anywhere close to that unit. That did not work at all. Just get out of here. It's taking hits? Not yet. Well, it's still got ammo. Can try to go for a second run here. It is a shame that the AI is so inaccurate, and I'm not saying that I would do much better job at all. You know, it's coming in too far away. I need to let it fly out first. I guess it's still high enough that it's not taking any damage. Another solution could be to let it come in a bit lower. Now that's going to make it easier for them to hit the Razorbill as well, which is my concern in the first place. But still want to know if there's any use to having those guns. And to be frank, if the Razorbill can't hit using the guns in helicopter, I don't see how a plane's going to be able to do it. It should be even harder. Okay, no, take this target. It's closer. I have no idea what it's doing. That's countermeasures. It could be that it's flying out this way to start a strafing run. It's possible. It does seem that's what it was doing. Thing is though, the helicopters are quite hard to fly if you're not used to it. It's not, I mean, it's not anywhere close to, it's not even firing in the right direction. This seems like a complete waste of time. Okay, I'll do one thing, and this may also be the end of this Razorbills life, but I'm going to take over manual control here. And let's see. It did fire both cannons at the same time, which is good. Let's take these over. And see if I can... Okay, we need to drop altitude here. About killing ourselves. And now we're coming in really low, so that'll definitely make us an easy target, but it may also help us to get a better run here. Wow, there we go. So maybe it is better to just do this yourself. This is one of the areas where playing multiplayer would be a huge advantage, because you can have one player doing this while somebody else is managing the rest of the stuff. But I want to keep going here, see how many I can actually take out like this, as I'm getting the hang of flying this thing. Just try and fire at it here. Just don't know why the AI has to be so bad. Like, it's... I mean, surely it needs to fire roughly in the right direction. It's not the easiest thing to fly, but it's not, I mean, it's not bad either. Wow, this thing is devastating. Can't believe I've never tried this before. You know, I'm gonna have to go and get more ammo soon, but geez, this is, I mean, compared to using cruise missiles, just cleaning up this island. Is there anyone left? Wow, I'm blown away by how well that works. I mean, we didn't even finish all the ammo on one Razorbill. Basically cleaned up the entire island. So this works. I mean, I don't know how well it would work on higher shield islands, and as I said, one of the problems here is that you have to manually pilot this thing to do it, but turns out it's completely worth it. Alright, let's bring this back then. As well as that one. Didn't realize this was still out there. That's still got enough fuel. This walrus has taken some fire as well. I'm not sure when. Oh, it's taking shit. This need to get out of here. Didn't realize we had another plane out here, and I think this is going to take out our walrus. This is a problem. And I don't think we have another one either. That's too bad. We'll have to go and take care of that. We can actually do it with these missiles. It can make its way all the way over there. I'm just gonna go crazy here. Make sure we take that thing out completely. Can't see if that's it. Seems first one's missed, second one's missed, third one's connected. And that should be it. I can see it going down. Alright, perfect. We can probably bring this in a little bit closer once the second Razorbill is touched down. So I definitely need to consider manual piloting a bit more often. I don't know if I can do the dropping bombs though. That was the other problem that we had last time because, well, I just don't know how to target doing that. But, alright. I mean, I don't know if I was missing anything else on the island just because it is possible that because I don't have any aircraft here now, there's something that I can't see and I need to be careful here. So maybe if we make our way down to this side, send out the virus bots from this side. Why is this walrus still here? Okay, you just head on over there for now. And then we'll go and park off the coast here, get the virus bots out, and we'll also get another Razorbill out. But man, that ammo is so cheap as well. Like, there's so much of it. Just to give you an idea, so we basically have 20,000 units in storage. So there's a lot of cleaning up we can do using that. Where is the second Razorbill? It needs to touch down. I don't want this to crash when I'm... Okay, here it comes. So as soon as this touches down. But yeah, as I was saying, that much ammunition, that could be great for all of these less well-defended islands, where basically you take care of the ships, you take care of the air support that the enemy has, and then you clean up using the Razorbill with the cannons. I had no idea it would be that strong. Oh, this is so slow. Almost tempted to just drive away if it wasn't for the fact that this thing is so useful. Alright. Close enough? I think we can go. So we'll switch off the weapons for now just to get a little bit of speed going. And then we just want to make sure that we, as always, don't crash into the island. I think this light off to my right here would be the walrus. It's too bad that we lost one of those, but I don't think it's the end of the world given that we know now how powerful those Razorbills are. Maybe I can build another one. I think I'll have a look at the island that produces the vehicle chassis. See if we can build one of those. Okay, so we're getting probably almost close enough. We'll get a little bit closer still. Because the vehicles are exiting towards the rear, so it's probably going to get off on this beach and then sort of go around there. So we should park just in front of it. That thing may be done before the walrus even gets here, now that I think about it. And then we're actually in the perfect position to head off towards the next island, because I think the lights that are sort of flashing way off in the distance, that's the next island we were planning on taking. So I think we can just park here. Should be okay. And then we'll just send off the virus bots. I mean, we can send some backup. We'll get maybe just the other one with the cannons. It's this one, right? We can get this one up as well, just in case. We'll send one standard one, because I mean, otherwise it is literally entirely on its own, no weapons. If we were to have missed one unit, and then we'll get the virus bots over there. We should go fairly quick. But as soon as we get that Razorbill up in the air, we'll be able to see if there's anything else. In fact, just fly a little bit higher here. I think pretty soon we're going to get to the end of the easier islands. Okay, actually there's still a lot of 2-shield islands that we can take. That one's 3 shield. We don't need more fuel at this stage. Okay, we've got the barge coming in with more supplies. Let's see how we are doing on fuel. I haven't really kept track of how much we're actually using, because the ship itself uses some. I think we had think we probably had 100 plus whatever we started with. We may have had 200, so I should probably produce even more, like another 100 that we can go and pick up at some point. So we'll do that. Yeah. And surface chassis. Should we build another walrus? May not be a bad idea. How much is this? 750. It's pretty pricey. We really need it right now, though. What else do we have? We do have more seals. And I do think the seals are faster in the water. So maybe I should just stick to those. I mean, if I can clean up using the helicopters anyway, I think this should be okay then. So we'll do this for now. I wonder if I should have one with anti-air as well. Because every once in a while that becomes a problem. But I think we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. For now, we'll just put guns on all of them. Let's see how these units are getting on. Okay, this one's getting close. That's good. I'm not seeing any other enemy units, so should be all good. Okay, put it into manual control. Just gonna hit straight over there. There's a bit of a base here. I don't see any turrets. If there is, we'll bring in the Razorbill to take it out. Okay, so this is fine. Just drop the virus bots. And we can hit straight back. I think that's it. So, yeah, as I suspected, the walrus never actually made it here in time. It's probably going to be the last one to get back on the ship. We can probably already start exploring this island while we've got the time, so let's just have a look here. Is this already filled up? It is. It's nice and close. Get it up to the usual altitude. And we'll just create a loop again. It's another 2 shield. Again, the most important thing here is I just want to make sure there aren't any ships. Whenever there are ships, we want to take care of those first. And then we can get this Razorbill back as soon as this plane is taken off. And this next island is going to give us aerial chassis, which is going to be very useful, especially now that I know how destructive these Razorbills can be. I mean, we still have 4 of them, so that's plenty, especially if we're going to be using them ourselves. Okay, we got a bunch of extra cruise missiles, but I think that was from the previous delivery. We're still waiting for this one to come in. There it is. It's getting close. Okay, this plane's just about to take off. Which means that we can bring in the Razorbill. And I guess we've just captured the island, so let's have a look here. What did we get? We could build the 40mm turret. Not sure which one that gets used on. Then there's the... that's the anti-air turret. And rocket pods. I guess these you can also fit on the Razorbills. Not sure if I would, given how well the guns work, but that's useful to have. Just have a look here. I want to see 40mm cannon. Can you mount that on one of these? Yes, you can. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. So we should build some of those. Surely this would be more powerful. Do we have ammunition for that though? That's another question. Let's just have a look. Here it is. We don't have any. Can we build it? I can actually just flip to the screen, but I like having them in different locations. 40 mil... No, we can't build it yet. It's still locked. Okay, so we can build the cannon for it, but we just need to wait to be able to build the ammunition. Oh, this is perfectly timed with the sunset again. Well, I think I'm going to end this one here. We'll head off to get the aerial chassis island next. But this was a pretty good run. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you for the next video.